Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to introduce you to an exercise that I like to call touching calm or touching peace. And it is a grounding exercise where you choose an object that you have on hand and you use that object as an anchor for your attention. So I have a couple of options here with me just to give you examples. A couple of these objects are objects that you can have with you pretty much all the time. I have here a small rock or stone. I have a ring, right? If there's a piece of jewelry that you wear a lot of the time, you can use that. You can also use some kind of spiritual object if that's an important part of your life. So I have here some spiritual beads. And you can also use a larger object in space, like the chair that you're sitting on, or I have here a really big old, I guess, gem rock formation, and I'm not sure what this rock is, but definitely heavy, sturdy, something that I can really feel its weight when I feel it. And what we're going to do is, with whatever object you choose, I'm just going to lead you for a brief minute about what you're going to do with that object. So if you don't have an object on hand that you want to pick, pause this video, go grab one. And if you do have an object on hand, you're all ready to get started. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and choose this stone here that I have with me. And I'm going to invite you, with whatever object you're choosing, to make contact with it with your hands. And first, make sure that you are breathing, and just feel your body expanding and releasing. Maybe do that for a couple of breaths. And then once you feel like you've kind of gotten here, take a look at whatever object you're choosing. I know that I said that you can use a chair or anything else, so you can do that. But what I would recommend just for this particular exercise is to choose something that you can carry with you so that you can practice touching calm, touching peace wherever you go. So after you've taken a couple of breaths, you're going to just look at whatever the object is that you've chosen. So for me, I'm looking at this stone. I'm noticing the light shine off of it. I'm noticing that it has some ridges. Some areas look lighter or darker than others. And then I'm going to just feel the weight of it in my hands. If you're touching something that you're not holding, what you're going to do is you're just going to focus on the texture of that thing. Push down into it, feel the pressure of touch. Notice how it pushes back. Is it rough or smooth? Is it soft, right? Run your fingers along it. Notice whether the object warms up. And just bring all of your focus, all of your energy to this one object in space. Right now, it's just you and it. And as you do that, you're going to continue to breathe, feeling your body fill and empty. And we're practicing paying attention. We're practicing being curious. We're practicing monotasking as opposed to multitasking, right? And just really being here in this moment. And that's what mindfulness is it's paying attention on purpose, with curiosity, without judgment, and just being. Knowing that right now there is nothing else for you to do. There's no other problem for you to solve. If you find your mind wandering, you're going to bring it back to that object that you've chosen. And you're just going to really feel it and notice how, as you pay attention to it, as you stay with it, you feel a bit more present with your body. And as you do it, make sure that you keep breathing and that you're noticing your breathing and your relationship to this object. And this is an exercise that you can do, I would say, for a minimum of about 1.5 minutes. Ideally, you can do it for just a couple breaths, but it takes about 1.5 minutes for the body's relaxation response to begin kicking in. So that's why I choose that amount of time. And you can do it for as long as you'd like. You can do it as a part of your meditation. If you have a meditation practice, you can have the object in your hand as you're breathing, as you're meditating. You can do it, just as a quick time out in the middle of a work day, or if you just had a situation where you're feeling really overwhelmed, and you feel your body kind of ramping up. In those moments when our bodies ramp up, our job is not to figure out the situation. Our job is to bring our bodies back down to a more steady state. And from that steady state, we can problem solve. We can make decisions about what the next reasonable step is, and we can kind of go from there. So that's the practice that I'm offering you today, touching calm, touching peace. And I invite you, I'm so sorry, there's an eyelash in here. I invite you to choose an object that you can take with you wherever you go, and just carry it with you, and notice how that feels to have an object on hand that you can touch, and that this is my anchor. I can come back to this while I breathe, and have it help me come back into my body. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you next time, and if you'd like to know as more videos come out, if you want to be notified, please go ahead and hit subscribe. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.